Hi there, Andy at the Car Source to give you a look at this Ford Galaxy. Lovely car, Titanium X. I'll show you the spec that you get with this. We're quite fussy what we take in for sale. This one is one owner from new on the Motability scheme, full Ford service history and genuine low mileage from new. So lovely car. This is also the higher powered 180 brake horsepower engine, so extra power, but the economy is still great. This is also a Euro 6 diesel, so no issue with the low emission zones and all that kind of thing, being the latest Euro 6 standard. So before I show you around the car, just to say we're a family-run car dealership here in Glasgow. If you Google our reviews, the Car Source Glasgow, you'll find 5-star reviews from customers. We're very, very fussy in terms of quality of cars, preparation and just the experience that you get with us. We try to be hassle-free, we look after customers and you get a proper guarantee. So, if you're further afield, we're doing free delivery on this car within 200 miles. If you're further than that, not a problem, we can still do delivery. Just ask us for a quote and we'll get that sorted out for you. Trade-ins available, finance options are there. There should be a quote if you scroll through the images, there should be a quote for that. Otherwise, let us know if you get any other questions, and here is a quick look around this car. So a very, very nice car in the metallic red. We do quite a bit of car sourcing for customers, and the metallic red is one of the colours we get asked for in the S-Max and the Galaxy. Talking of that, you might be deciding whether you're wanting to go for a Galaxy or an S-Max and what spec you want to go for. I'll show you the spec of this. It's actually, I mean, it's lovely to drive obviously, and great for the adults, but if you've got kids in the back, the Titanium X is actually not a bad option as well, for a few reasons I'll show you in a minute. The S-Max and the Galaxy actually have the same wheelbase. So what I mean by that is they're the same size underneath, the same chassis, etc. The difference is in this third row at the rear, it's a lot higher in the Galaxy. The third row of seats are suitable for teenagers or adults as well as just small children, and you can get a lot more in the back. You've got a lot more height for kind of loading or putting larger things in, but the car isn't actually larger to kind of park and that kind of thing as far as we're aware. So that's a bit of a rundown of the Galaxy and the S-Max. This particular car, obviously you want to see the condition as well. It's very well looked after. There's no dents and scrapes or scratches or anything like that. There may be the odd small imperfection, you know, a stone chip, that kind of thing, but there is nothing really to show you on this car. We make sure that we take in cars that are in excellent condition. So a lovely, lovely looking car, 2016 car this. Great condition all round. We've got high definition photos of all around the car that you can look at, that I think we took before it started raining. So looking on the inside, you've got full leather seats, so that's actually a bonus when it comes to having kids in the back. If you've got spillages, you just wipe them off the seats, so it's a lot easier to keep the seats clean with the full leather seats. Sorry, that's the lock. We just press that and unlock all the rest of the car for you. So there's your rear as well with your full leather seats. They all move individually. I'll show you the layout in the back and how the seats move, etc. for you if you're looking at putting kids in the back and you've not had a Galaxy or anything before. Panoramic sunroof is just great. It makes a really big difference to the kind of light inside the car and the feel of the car for both the adults and the kids. It's huge. You have got a blind that comes across electronically if you need, and the sunroof does actually open as well, so you've got those options. Okay, so in terms of spec, the Titanium X is a high spec, and this has got a few extras as well. So a few things to show you. First of all, you've got the Ford Media unit. That's got a reverse camera. If you go into reverse, there you are. You've also got built-in sat-nav. You can zoom in and zoom out on the screen, which is quite nice if you're kind of planning a route or wanting to see right in at street level. Your audio's got digital, all that kind of thing. And you've also got, if we just turn that off, there we go. You've also got Bluetooth, you've got all your apps and CarPlay and Android Auto as well, so you can get your phone on the screen if you've got an Android or an Apple phone. So you've got a heated windscreen, great for winter. You've got your heated front seats as well, which is really nice. This car also has the addition of the park assist, which means the car actually parks itself. Believe it or not, that actually works. If you've never used it before, you just drive past a space, the dashboard tells you when the space is big enough for the car to park. You let go your hands off the steering wheel and go into reverse, and off you go, and the car will actually steer into the space by itself. And believe it or not, it does actually work. So it's not just a kind of a fancy extra that doesn't work. It's actually really effective. So you've also got speed limiter and cruise control, as well as lane assist for safety as well. So a few extra safety features in the car, which is nice. If you're in a 50 limit, you set the car to 50 and it'll stay at that speed. Your cruise control, you can control up and down. You've got your lane assist, as I say, as an extra safety feature. We can press that and turn it on and off. You can see there the 30 mile an hour actually has got built-in speed detection. It knows where the speed cameras are and what the limit is. So if you're somewhere you don't know, it will let you know if you're going over the speed limit and that kind of thing if you want. So really nice spec, lots of extras in terms of the kids in the back. You can turn off the rear windows and that kind of thing if you need as well. So layout in the rear, as I say, leather seats are really helpful for keeping clean. They've still got the Isofix in the rear as well. All those seats move forward and back individually, so if you want a bit extra space in the very rear third row, you know, you can pull these forward, and that's really easy to do, and it gives you extra space in the rear. Or you can have them all the way back. Each individual seat will adjust, and you've got plenty room there. That front seat is all the way back. I'm 6 foot tall, and that's all the way back, and you've got bags and bags of room if you're putting kids seats in, or even adults in the back. And all of these, as you can see, are individually adjustable, how upright the rear is. You've got proper headrests and Isofix, so tons and tons of space. In terms of getting into the third row, we just pull the top down, and the seat slides all the way forward like that. Sorry, my phone's not focusing very well. There we go. So you've got plenty of room to get into the third row, and there's your third row of seats that go almost completely flat. And in the Galaxy, you've got a bit of space for feet there, as well as a proper solid seat, not just a very flimsy pop-up. That is a proper seat. It does still go flat in the back, which is nice to give a massive load area. One press of the boot and it will open by itself, which is also nice if you're putting things in. If you've got the remote control there, you just press the button on the remote and that will open the boot for you as well, and hands-free. So there's the rear. That's it, set up as a 6-seater at the moment with one seat down. Even if you have both the seats up, you've got a little bit of load area at the rear. You know, you'll fit a small buggy or a bit of shopping, that kind of thing in. So you have got a little bit of space, or you've got the option to put one flat or put both flat, and there we go. So you've got your controls over the rear seats here. If we press the left one, that puts that down. The middle one, you can put them down. So you can actually electronically control putting all your seats flat if you're putting something bigger in the car. I mean, to be honest, you tend to know if you're going to be putting something bigger into the car, but let's say it doesn't fit in the rear, you can press those buttons and basically turn the car into an almost van kind of size. So huge load area, and obviously you've got the full height in the Galaxy as well, which is the benefit of the Galaxy over the S-Max. So you might be putting, you know, kids' bikes in this rear space. You don't have to worry about the kind of height and the handlebars and that kind of thing. Tons and tons of space. And here's a look at your panoramic sunroof there from the back, which is just lovely. So the Titanium X, as I say, has got a lot of benefits. There's your electronic boot will close as well. And as I say, a lot of flexibility in terms of your seating arrangements in the back. Why would you want to buy this one as opposed to other cars? Well, this particular car has had one private owner from new. It's not been an ex-rental. It's low mileage, which is guaranteed genuine from new. Mechanically, we prepare our cars very well. So this car will come with a brand new year's MOT and no advisories, everything checked over. The brakes, the tyres, all those kind of things, guaranteed excellent condition, and a proper guarantee. Now, some dealers offer warranties, and they say to you, oh, the car comes with 6 months or 12 months warranty. We can do extended warranties if you want that. If you're the kind of person that thinks, you know, I want kind of a bit of added peace of mind for a year or 2 years or something, that's fine, we can do that. However, we are all aware that warranties only cover certain things, so it's not actually the peace of mind that that some dealers make out. So what we do instead, as standard with every car, is we give our own 3-month guarantee, and that doesn't have any kind of exclusions of items not covered. Our own guarantee covers absolutely everything in the car, from, you know, say an electric window breaking to the more serious things like the gearbox or engine or those kind of things. So basically it gives you peace of mind that if anything went faulty in the car, you're fully covered, and that's UK wide. So if you look up our reviews, the Car Source Glasgow on Facebook and Google, etc., you'll find customers' experiences of us. We're a 5-star company, we're a small family-run company, and reputation and experience for customers is everything for us. We don't have salesmen on commission, so any of our team that are dealing with you will be happy to answer any questions without any pressure. We won't use silly sales tactics and tell you need to give a deposit today because someone else is buying the car and all this nonsense. We'll just be honest and give you a good look at the car if there's any other questions that you've got. So if there's anything we've missed on this car that you want to ask about, or you know, you want to look under the bonnet, you want to look at anything specific, that's not a problem. Just ask and we'll be happy to answer any questions. The miles per gallon is great on this car. I should have said this is also the 180 brake horsepower engine, so you've got extra power over the standard 150 brake horsepower engine. Electronic stop start button there as well. So very powerful. So if you're fully loaded up, going on holiday, and you know, you're not going to be short of power in the Ford Galaxy as well, in this 180 brake horsepower version. So as I say, any questions at all, let us know. If you've got a trade-in, just give us the details of the car. We are honest and transparent in everything that we do, so if you're honest about the condition of your car, we'll give you a proper valuation for it. And it's not a problem if you're further afield. If you're near Glasgow, that's fine. You can come and see this car, view it, test drive it, try the kids in the back. We don't mind that at all. So our aim is to look after customers and sell cars that are great cars, but also at very competitive prices. Okay, hopefully all that was helpful. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be in touch with you and help in any way that we can.